list. And even I said you how to work with a nested list. That is, list within the list is called what here? Nested list. So ordered list and unordered list is having attribute or property which defines the characteristics. Now, if you want to change the type, okay, if you want to change the type of list, so list, so ordered list, yes, ordered list or unordered list, or an unordered list is having an attribute called which one? Type. So here type defines the type of list is. So by using a type, suppose if it is unordered list type value can be unordered list type value can be, okay, the first one is none. Okay, first one is no. This type defines the bullet types. So yeah, the type defines what here? Bullet types. So first one is a none. First one is what here? None. So none is there. And second one is circle. First one is none. Second one is a circle. Third one is what here? Square. Third one is a square. Now, these are nothing but what here? Bullet types. Bullet types. What is the first one? None. And second one is circle and third one is what? Square. When it comes to ordered list type can be ordered list type values can be ordered list type values can be suppose 1 which is number and A is alphabets, so that can be small a or that can be capital A. It can be I is there, I. It can be small I or it can be what? Capital I. So ordered list type values can be 1 or it can be alphabets. So that can be a capital letter or that can be what? Small letters. And it can be I, either it can be a small I or it can be capital I. This represents Roman letters. This represents what? Roman letters. Right? So this is ordered and unordered list types. So let us see with the example here. Let us see with the example.
यो बात कतई ठीक ना है। देख बिटिया रानी, जो हर स्त्री का फर्ज हो गया है कि वो अपने हाथों से अपने पति के कपड़े प्रेस करके उसके हाथ में दे।
Okay, let us see with some examples here.
और मन में पूरी उम्मीद है कि हमारी बिटिया भी ऐसे ही करेगी।
Yeah, again I'm writing in notepad only.
हाँ, कर दे रही हूँ मैं प्रेस।
Okay, again I'm writing in notepad only. We'll just see VS Code also, but just give some time, right? So because
चलो दमाद जी, आज बात
yes, just give some time so that we can download and we work with what VS Code, right? So I'm writing here HTML, and there is the header. So title, example of ordered list. Example of ordered list. I try to close which one? Title. So there is a beginning of the tag and there is what? End of the tag. And after that I'm saying body and I just define the color here. Okay. And after that I'm trying to define the list. Which list here? Ordered list. Ordered list. Okay, I'm saying type. So type equal to what here? A. Type equal to A, and then I'm defining the list of values. The list of values are, I'm just defining the list of courses. I'm defining the list of courses. So courses, I just open the header and close it. So there is a Python and there is what here? Java. So this is a list. And there is which one? Oracle. and there is a list with what is that .NET. So these are list of courses. Now this is an ordered list. I close it. I close ordered list and even close the body and close which one here? HTML. Now save this in your project folder. Okay, save this in your project folder. So list test one dot HTML, list test one dot HTML, right? So open this. So open this. So list test one. Just open this in the browser. Now can you see the courses? But courses are written what here? Alphabets A, B, C and D. A, B, C, D, A, B, C and what is that? D. Because I have defined the type as what here? A. I have defined the type as A. But if I don't define the type, what is the default type? Numbers. What is the default type? Numbers. You can see 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, but I change the type from numbers to what? Alphabets. Now you can see A, B, C and D. Now this is in lowercase. And can I give the same thing? Ordered list, again ordered list. I'm trying to say type equal to which one? Capital A. And list is there's a list. The list is having other list is like there is a data sense. Okay, there is a data sense and there is a list with the DevOps. Okay, this is a list and there is a list with AWS. Okay, this is another list. I close the ordered list here. But this list is with what here? Alphabets. But this is in small letters and this is in capital letters. As a small letters and it's in what? Capital letters. You can also define ordered list. Ordered list type is, I'm trying to define I. Now this is Roman letters. So there is a list. I'm just writing here C. And there is a list. I just write here C++. There is a C and there is a C++. There's a list. Okay, so having data, structures, I close this list. So this is ordered list. Ordered list. If I load this, now you can see 1, 2 and what is that? 3. This is called as which letters here? Roman letters. Now this can be either small letters or it can be what? Capital letters. Ordered list type equal to capital I. Capital I. Now there is a list. There is a list with some MySQL. There is a list with MySQL. There is a list with SQL server. There is a list with SQL server. And there is a list with what? Oracle. So I just close the ordered list. So once you run this, you can see 1, 2 and what is that? 3. Okay, now this is alphabets in lowercase and uppercase, and this is Roman letters in lowercase as well as what? Uppercase. Roman letters in lowercase and uppercase. But what is the default ordered list here? Numbers. If I don't define the type, it takes the default type as what? Numbers. It takes the default type as what? Numbers. For example, CRT. I'm taking CRT. Okay, so there is a English, there is a CRT and there is a English. Okay, so this is which one here? Ordered list. Ordered list. But these are defined in what here? Numbers. 1 is CRT and 2 is what? English. 2 is English. But if you want to define start, so there is one attribute called which one? Start. Suppose I have given the start equal to 5. So I said start equal to 5 means the numbering started from where? 5 onwards. If I say start equal to 5, the numbering starts from where? 5 onwards. But what is the default start? What is the default start here? 1. What is the default start? 1. If you want to change the numbering, you can give the start. I want to start at some 10. I want to start at what here? 10. So you can see 10 is a CRT and 11 is what? English. Now you can use an attribute called which one? Start. So where you want to start numbering? Where you want to start numbering? Okay. Yes. Now this will define the type. Okay. This will define what here? Type of the list. Type of the list. So ordered list and unordered list. Sorry. Ordered list and unordered list is having an attribute called type. Unordered list type values can be the type can be. So here the type defines the bullet types here. That is a null, circle, and one more is what? Square. And ordered list type values can be 1 alphabets I and one more is what? Capital. So this is defining which letters? Roman letters, Roman numbers. In which case here, lowercase. Okay, this will define the Roman numbers. This will define the Roman numbers. In which case, uppercase. This will define the Roman numbers. In which case, uppercase. Okay. Suppose this is an example here. Yes. This is an example. This is an example here. Okay. And this is a
अरे नाम क्या बताया फिल्म का?
झूठा ही सही और मैं झूठा हूँ प्लीज मुझे अरेस्ट कर लीजिए अरे ये क्या एक बार होल्ड हाथ इधर आइए अरे
so what is this here? It is a output of it.
आपको अरेस्ट बोले ना
So I said you can have a list inside a list and writing a list inside a list. That you are saying it as what? Nested list. Okay, writing a list inside a list. So that you can call it as a nested list. So how can you write a nested list here? No, HTML. So HTML and head. And I'm trying to give the title as an example of which list here? Nested list. Example of nested list. And I just close the head. And then I'm saying body and I define background color here. Okay, some cyan, right? Then after that, I'm saying ordered list. But what is the default list type? What is the default list type? Numbers. What is the default list type? Numbers. Okay, ordered list. But what is the default list type? Numbers. Okay, then after that, I'm trying to define the list value. So after that, I try to define the list value. So I'm saying list. So what is this list? I'm just writing here programming languages. What is this list here? Programming languages. Programming languages, and I close here. I close which one? List. I close the list. Now just try to check this one. Ordered list is closed here. Ordered list is closed here, and I try to close. Ordered list is closed here, and I try to close which one? Body. I try to close the body, and then what is this here? HTML. So this is some list test. Okay, list test 2 dot HTML. List test 2 dot HTML. So this is my HTML page, right? So I just try to open this. Okay, try to open this. Now one is a programming language. So within one, I want another ordered list. Within this list, I want what? Another ordered list, and that you can call it as. Suppose I can represent this as a H2. I can represent this as what here? H2. This is a header to programming languages. And within this, again I'm taking one more ordered list and type equal to I. Type equal to what is that? I is nothing but Roman letters. Now you are trying to define the list of values. Okay, I'm trying to say C. C is one language list. List what is it? C plus plus is one language. Okay, list. Okay, list. Python is one language. Python is one language and list. Java is one language. Java is one language and I close which one? Ordered list. I close ordered list. Now if you see this, C, C++, Python and one more is what? Java. Now if you want to define this as another heading, okay, you want to define this as another heading or you want to define what? Font. So font face equal to Arial and size equal to what here? 2. Font face equal to Arial and size equal to what here? 2. So I just close this font here. Okay. Yes. Reload this. C++, Java and one more is C++, Python and Java. Now this is one and this is what another. Programming languages is one list. And within this, again I'm writing one more list. So one more list. One more list. Second list. H2. I'm saying here databases. I'm saying databases. I close the list. I close the list and I also close which one? Header. Then I'm saying again font face is Arial, font face is Arial and size equal to, I'll just increase some size. Size equal to what here? 3. Size equal to 3 and I'm trying to define the list of values. List of value. What is the list of databases? And within this, again you have an ordered list. Ordered list type equal to I again. Type equal to I again. Databases. First one is Oracle. Just try to see how I'm developing it, right? Then there is a MySQL. I just close the list. Okay, list. Okay, there is a list. MySQL. And one more is what here? SQL server. And I close which one? Ordered list. So there is an outer list and there is an inner list, right? If you see this. Oh. But what is the value it is taken? Databases should be 2, right? Somewhere. Yes. So your ordered list should be closed, right? Ordered list is closed and one extra is given here, right? So this is one is for programming languages and 2 is for what here? Databases. And programming languages like C, C++, Python and one more is what? Java. And databases like Oracle, MySQL and one more is what? SQL server. Okay, yes. So you can write a list inside a list. You can write a list inside a list. So yesterday I said within ordered list you can write what? Within ordered list you can write what? Unordered list. Within unordered list you can write what? Ordered list. Within ordered list you can write unordered list. Within unordered list you can also write which one? Ordered list. But how can you write that? Okay, this example, are you getting this one or not? Okay, this is very easy. See, we are just developing one page. It is just like typing one document, right? Generally typing a document. But here, whenever you are designing a page, you try to develop it by using what? Tags. Like or not, what to be displayed. You want to change the font color, use a font. If you want the list, use the list. Okay, if you want the heading, use the header. It is just like preparing a document or not. Yes. Even web page is also called as one web document. A web page is also called as one web document. Okay, now, right. So whatever formatting, if you want to do formatting, you take the help of which tags? Formatting tags. If you want to put the headings, you use which tags? Header tags. Okay. Now that is based on your requirement. based on your requirement, you try to use it. So there is no rule like you have to do like this only. There is no rule like you have to do like this only. Okay, there is no rule like you have to do like this only. For example, I said within an ordered list, within ordered list, I can write unordered list. For example, there is an HTML, and header, and I just put the title. Okay, title is example of unordered list within what here ordered list. Unordered list within the ordered list.
श्री कृष्ण मम्मी मत दे मुझे मम्मी अरे ते लगन कर लिया
Unordered list within the ordered list, and I just close which one here header, and here I try to define. Yes. So what you're learning is front end development.
मम्मी मारे बात तो सामान्य હું તને સમજાવું છું ને
Yes. Yeah.
युग में क्या सुन रहे हो
So no.
तेने और दमाद ने
So that you cannot.
इस बात का बहन जी को बेरा
That you cannot do it directly using this list.
ताऊ मैंने थाने से
Okay.
कही थी ना वो
That you cannot do it using a list.
होगी थी तो
Okay. Yes.
इसलिए
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Yes. But if you want to list sublist, you have to go for CSS. Okay, Ashwini Raj, you have to go for CSS, but you cannot do directly in the list. Okay, you don't have any options for that. But here you can have only a list and sublist. That's all. I mean, one is a list, and within that you can write 1, 2, 3. But you cannot write 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. If you want to prepare that index, you can go for CSS, where it will provide more styles.
ये चिट्ठी आई थी
Okay?
इसे पढ़कर
Yes.
मुझे लगा मेरे बेटे ने शादी कर ली भगवान का शुक्र है हमारो जिक्र होती है
We'll see that when we go for CSS. Okay? Yes. Please don't raise the hands. If any problem is there, you put in start window.
किसका पता लिखवाया था
Okay? Yes.
मैं हूं ना ताऊ जी मैं देखता हूं भाई मैं हूं ना ओ सर यही तो सारी गलती हो गई इस पर तीसरी गली और चौथा चौराहा लिखा है ना जबकि आप तो चौथी गली और तीसरे चौराहे पे रहते हैं
Okay. Fine. So unordered list. There is unordered list is there. Unordered list is defined by using UL. And type equal to I'm using. What are the types of it? I take the type as which one? Square. Unordered list type is a square. And within this I'm representing one list. The list is programming again. Just try to understand this. Programming language. Programming language, and then I close which one? Body. And I close HTML also. And here I try to close which list? Unordered list. Sorry. So this is a list3.html. List3.html square. Yes, A is missing. Okay. So I try to open this.
FIR में लिखता हूँ कोई ऑब्जेक्शन है आपको ऑब्जेक्शन नहीं एक्शन सब्जी खरीद के
So here when I use this unordered list type equal to square, square means it should display this list, this programming language with what square. For example, I remove this. Just try to see this one. Why it is not displaying it? Where is the error here?
क्यों ना तू मोहम्मद रफी हो रहा या मुकेश हो रहा तू जो सारी भरी आवाज का एंजॉय ले हम नहीं मैडम मेरा नाम मुकेश नहीं है मेरा नाम है सुकेश सतरंगी सब्जी खरीद के
Okay, so what is the default bullet? It is, circle, right? Then I'll try to change the type. Okay, type
पूरे अपने
Type
बेटे का
equal to
कोई
which
नाम नाम
one?
रखा है,
Square.
लोग उसमें बैठ जाते हैं। नहीं चाचा
Okay,
जी,
type equal to which one here? Square.
बच्चे पेड़
Right?
पर मत चढ़ के।
Type
अरे
equal
वही
to
टक लगा
square.
दो।
Type
ठीक है
equal to
अंकल
square.
जी,
Okay.
चला
Yes.
भाई साहब कहो,
So
तेरा और
what will
मेरा
happen?
एक दो साल का ही फर्क है
Now
ना।
this type
ठीक है
get
भले
changed
भाई क्या।
from circle to what here? Square. The type is changed from circle to
ओके
square.
ओके।
Now this list I put in header
देखिए
2.
मैडम मेरी एक बीवी है, सब
This
सिखा
list
दीजिए। एक
I
ही
try
बीवी
to
है।
put in header 2. So this is programming
मैडम मेरी बीवी है ना,
languages.
वो जोशीले
And within
खानदान से
this
है।
unordered
इसलिए
list, I'm
उसे
using which
चुनाव
list
लड़ने का
here?
आ गया है
Ordered
जोश,
list.
और वो सिटिंग एमएलए के लोग
Within
हम पर
unordered
उतर
list, I'm
जाएंगे
using
रोज।
order list by saying
सब
C.
खरीद के।
C is one
तो सारे कहने का
language,
मतलब ये हो रहा है
and
कि
C++
सिटिंग एमएलए के गुंडे
is one
सर्टिफिकेट डाले।
language.
हाँ मैडम हाँ।
C is one language, and C++
मैडम आज की
is
बात ले
one
लीजिए,
language,
मैं टिंडे
and
खरीदने के लिए
some
सब्जी
Python
मंडी गया
is
था।
what here? Another
जैसे मैंने टिंडे खरीदे
language.
और निकल रहा था, उतने में वो
So I
सारे
close
टिंडे
the
मेरे
ordered
सामने आके
list.
और मेरी
I
पिटाई
close the
शुरू कर
ordered
दी।
list.
ऐसे
Once you
इतना
reload it, now you can
मारा कि
see
पूछो मत
this is
सब्जी खरीद
unordered
के।
list. Within that, which list is
और
there?
मैडम मेरे वो
Ordered
टिंडे,
list is there. That is 1, 2,
बड़े बड़े
3.
टिंडे
1,
जिसे
2,
मैं
3.
पकाने वाला था,
Okay. Then
उसको
again,
लौटा लौटा के
again I can take
लौटा
one
के
more
और
list.
लौटा।
Again I can take one more
ये तो सही
list.
नहीं हुआ यार,
One more
मतलब टिंडे
unordered
खराब हो
list.
गए।
Okay,
हाँ,
what is it here?
उसी टिंडे
Databases.
को उसी
One
टिंडे
more
को मैं
unordered
काट
list
के
with the
छिल
databases,
के
and I just
सरसों के
close the
तेल में
header
फ्राई
2,
करता
and here I
और
can
उसके बाद
represent
ऊपर जो मसालों की
ordered
बौछार
list,
करके
ordered
मजा आ जाता
list,
है यार। और
ordered
कहीं का
list,
झोंका
and I'm trying to say list.
और इनको
What
देता
is that?
मौका।
Oracle. List is
बस बस
Oracle,
और मत बोलो
and
यार,
list
मुंह में
is
पानी आ रहा
MySQL. List is
है।
Oracle, and list is
अबे मोटे संजीव
MySQL,
कपूर,
and list is
मैं थोड़ा सा कहीं
SQL
यहाँ कुकड़ी
Server.
क्लासेस खोलेगा बिल्कुल ही।
Okay, now this is a different list,
बात
and I
को इतना मत
close
सुनो। ऐसा
unordered
है
list.
किसके खिलाफ
Ordered
लिखाई
list,
है
sorry,
ये बताओ, ओके
ordered
कल।
list.
अरे उस
You can
एमएलए
see
के खिलाफ जिसके गुंडे
databases,
मुझे हमेशा
Oracle,
पीटते
MySQL,
हैं,
and what? SQL
क्योंकि मेरी
Server.
बीवी उसके सामने चुनाव के लिए
Yes,
खड़ी है।
because see, this is unordered
सब्जी
list.
खरीद के
This is the
और
beginning
वो
of the
एमएलए के सामने
unordered
आज
list, and
तक
this is the
कोई
end
चुनाव
of
के लिए
the
खड़ा नहीं रहा।
unordered list. Nagaraj. This is the beginning of the unordered list, and this is the end of the unordered list. And within unordered list, how many lists are there? Two. One is programming languages, and one more is what? Databases. And within programming languages, how many lists? How many ordered lists are there? One. One ordered list contain how many lists? Three lists. One ordered list, and how many having list? Three lists. Now this is the beginning of the unordered list, and this is the end of the unordered list. Within the unordered list, there is a list called programming languages. And this
गूगल क्लासरूम
programming
में ऐड हो
languages,
जाऊंगा ना
within
तो
programming languages, there
अपने
is
आप
a programming languages that is defined as what? Ordered list. And there is another unordered list. What is that? Databases. And within this, there is an ordered list like Oracle, MySQL, and SQL Server. Okay. So this is 1, 2, 3, and this is also again 1, 2, 3. Okay. You can change this type by using type. You can change this type by using what here? Type. So type is an attribute, right? Type is an attribute to change it. Okay, fine. So this is how you work with the ordered list and what? Unordered list. This is how you work with the ordered list and unordered list. Just remember this, because sometimes when you list data, you may list it either in ordered, or you may list it either in what? Unordered, right? Next is so this is working with the list. Now we have seen all this, right? Bold, italic, underline, subscript, superscript, headings. These are headings, right? And alignment, left, right, center, and bullets as well as what? Numbering. Bullets as well as what? Numbering. Then next we'll try to see this insert related things. Is it same like a document or not? Yes. Insert. What you insert here? Table. Okay. Tables. Working with which one? Tables. We'll see. Working with tables. Working with what? Pictures. Working with the tables. Working with what? Pictures. Working with what? Hyperlinks. Working with what? Bookmarks. Working with what? Bookmarks are what is that? Cross references. See, this is, I'm telling you, these are which one? Options which are there in MS Word. Okay, because a website is a collection of pages. Okay, now a static website is a collection of web pages, and each web page is one web document only. Each web page is one web document, and that document consists of all the things what you write in your document. Okay, suppose you want to link one page with what? Another page. You want to link one page with what? Another page. Getting on not? You want to insert image, you want to insert audio, you want to insert what? Video. Now all this you'll insert in your document or not? Yes, same thing I can do in what? Web page. So I want to insert a table. Now suppose when you work with, when you see the results, you enter hall ticket number. Once you enter hall ticket number, it will show you the result in one table. It will show you the result in what? Table. In the same way, when you reserve the ticket, after reservation of ticket, it will show the ticket in what? Ticket details in what? Table. It will show the ticket details in what? Table, which consists of ticket number, name, age, everything. All details are displayed in one table or not? Yes. Then how can I display that table? For that, I'm using which one? Table tag. I'm using which tag? Tables. Table. So working with the tables. Working with the tables. Working with what here? Tables. A table is a collection of, what? Rows and what is that? Columns. A table is a collection of rows and columns. Okay, I said, you need to develop a website like this. Not using Django. I'm not telling you about Django. I'm telling you about HTML and CSS, Bootstrap and jQuery and JavaScript. Once you complete HTML and CSS, you should able to develop a web page like this. You have to develop a website like this. If you develop a website like this, then only you should think that I know HTML and CSS. Okay, if you are not developing this, you should not think that, you should think that you don't know HTML and what? CSS. You have to develop this, because this complete thing is written in what? HTML and CSS only. Okay, HTML and CSS only. You should develop this dashboard. This is a dashboard about downloads, documentation, communities, success stories, news, events. Okay, if I click on applications, it will open the page related with what? Applications. Now this can be divided into tables, but table is not preferable. Because of that, this has been divided into some layouts and frames, layouts. All these are very modern. Getting or not? Okay, so using HTML and CSS, you need to develop a website like this. Okay, na? Don't think that only tables, only list. Is it this kind of things are used while developing this website or not? If you see this, what is this? Python.org. If you see applications, in applications, can you see this is a heading? So this is which list? Tell me here. This is which list? Unordered list. This is which list? Unordered list. This is also which list? Unordered list. All these are unordered list or not? Yes. But this is what here? Heading. This is a heading. Heading content. And this is a list. Unordered list. Unordered list. Everything is related with unordered or not? Yes. Is it used or not used? Tell me, is it used or not used? Used. Okay, it is used. Okay, don't think that you are just learning unordered list and ordered list, but everything is useful. Everything is what here? Useful. Everything is useful. See here. Is it this complete thing is related with unordered list or not? Yes. but it is link represented as unordered list. So such a beautiful websites you can develop it by just learning HTML and what CSS. But HTML, using HTML, beautifying the things becomes very complex. Styles you cannot do it, but when it comes to a CSS, this beautifying the web page becomes what very easy. Okay, now you learn more formatting related things or styles related things in what CSS, right? But here we learn uh, the things related with the HTML. So working with the tables, a table is a collection of rows and what columns. A table is a collection of rows and columns. So in order to work with a table, tables tables table for creating tables, for creating table for creating tables, a table, we use the following tags. Use the following tags. What are the tags we use? Is the root tag is what here? Table. There is a table tag. There is a table heading. There is a table row. There is a table data. So how many tags you are using here? 4 tags. What is a table? Table is having a beginning as well as what? Ending. This is creating table. And table heading. Table heading. Table row. Table row. And table data means values. Table data or table values. So here table, okay, table is a root tag. Okay, it is a root tag. It is a root tag to represent which one? Table. To create a table. To create a table, you are using a tag called which one? Table. Okay, table is a tag. Okay, yes, it is a root tag to represent table or to create a table. So once you create a table, just to see here, just to see here, is it okay, right? Yes, are you getting or not what I'm telling is? Okay, are you getting or not? Because all these are useful. For example, if you see this, I want to develop a login page. I want to develop which one? Login. Login means I try to divide this. I try to divide this into what here? Table. I try to divide this into what here? Table. Table. This is what? User name. This is what? Password. And here I try to input. Yes, here I try to input. Here I try to input what? Username. Here I try to input what? Password. And here, suppose, okay, suppose here you have a button called which one? Sign in. There is a button called which one? Sign in. Sign in. But how all these are organized? How all these are organized in one table? How all these are organized in one table? Ring or not? Table. It can be anything. Suppose a table consists of one row. Table consists of one column with multiple rows. Table consists of one column with multiple rows. I can design this by using a table. I can design this same. I can do the same thing using layouts also. I can do the same thing by using layouts also. I can design the same thing using what? Tables also. Getting or not? Okay. Yes. But just try to understand what is the table is. It is a root tag to represent what table or to create a table. Suppose I'm creating a table HTML, just here HTML head title, example of which one? Table, example of table, right? Just to see here head, and there is a, so now see, sometimes I'm not giving a color in double quotes, sometimes I'm giving directly, I'm giving directly yellow. Is it accept or doesn't accept? Accept. See, when you're talking about HTML, HTML doesn't have any data types. HTML doesn't have any data type because HTML is not a programming language. HTML is not a programming language and it doesn't have any data types. Okay. Suppose if it is, if you're talking about data types, if it is a string, you have to represent in what? Double quotes. If it is a number, it should not represent in what? Double quotes. Getting or not? See, I can write, for example, if it is ordered list or unordered list, I can say unordered list type equal to, unordered list type equal to some, what is that? I. Can I give directly I or not? Yes. I can give directly I, but you are trying to represent a value within the double quotes. That is to understand the difference between the attribute and what? Value. That is to differentiate between the attribute and what? Value. So that's the reason you are writing in what? Double quotes. If you don't write in double quotes, is it gives any error? No. Because HTML is not a programming language. It is a markup language. It is a collection of tags and each tag can be used to represent some data. Getting or not? So you can give within double quotes or without double quotes, no problem. With double quotes or without double quotes, there is no difference here, right? Okay. So after that, I'm creating a table. This is the beginning of the tag and this is what here? End of the tag. And I close the body and I close the body and I close which one here? HTML. So table test1 dot HTML. See, once we move to Django, you should not ask me again, what is table tag? What is a body tag? Yes, what is ordered list? What is unordered list? You should not ask anything related with HTML. Okay. You should not ask anything related with HTML as well as CSS. Okay, now don't ask me again what is a table, BG, color and everything because I'm telling you everything. Okay, whatever prerequisites are there to learn Django, I'm telling you all the things first only. Even once we move to Django, if anything related with Python also, I'll explain first the Python concept and then I'll tell you in Django, right? So that even that concept will be clear for you, right? Okay. So that's the reason your job is only to practice. Okay, now practice. This practicing is very easy, right? Table is there. Is it table? Can you see the table here? No. I cannot see the table. Can I see the table here? No. Because to create a table, I required. To create a table, we have not defined the number of rows and columns. Very good. We have not defined the rows and columns. Now this represent this create a table without any rows and columns. And you can define the row by using a tag called what? Table row. TR. TR represents what? Table row. Why all these are? I'm saying no, all these are useful. For example, you are developing an employee queries, query details queries. You are asking for queries or you are asking for what? A result. You'll try to enter hall ticket number. Okay, na? This is how student result processing will be done. Okay, you enter hall ticket number. Yes or no? You enter some hall ticket number here. You enter hall ticket number and then click on What is this button? Submit. Sorry. There is a button here. What is the button here? Submit. So once you click on submit, what will happen? What will happen? What will happen here? Will it show the result or not? Yes. But how it will show the result in the form of? How it will show the result in the form of table? With the name, marks and everything or not? Yes. So this is where my table is required. Where the table is required. In real time, where it is used means this is where you use it. This is where you use it. Not only that, if it is a shopping cart is there. If you take a list of products, I can put all the products in the form of what? Tables. I can put all the products in the form of what? Tables, right? Table. This is a table where where I try to organize which one? Products. One by one. Yes or no? Okay. That is where you require tables, where you want to organize the data in the form of rows and columns. Now table row. This tag represents. This tag represent table row. This tag represents table row. That is for creating a row, but creating a row without values. It will create a row without values. But how can you define the values of it? By using table data. Okay, table data, and that is represented by using what? TD. This tag represents. This tag represents. This tag represents table. This tag represent table data. Table data. This tag represents table data, right? There is also one more tag which is called as table header. Okay, for example, if you take a table, right? Table is having heading, right? Heading will be there. If you see some table, you'll have a header. Header means, for example, so there is an employee number. There is an employee number. So there will be some difference between the header row and normal row or not? Yes. So there is an employee number. There is an employee number. There is an employee name. There is an employee number and there is an employee name and what? Salary. This row is called as what? Header row. This is called as which row? Header row. You can define the table header row by using which tag? Table header. This is a table header. This is called as which one? Table header. This is table header, and you are trying to define the values. 101, 102, 103. Employee names. There is an employee named Naresh, Suresh. Some names are there. Some names are there. And after that you have a salaries. This is what here? Salaries. This is what here? Salaries here. Okay. This is the salaries of the 3 employees. What are this here? Table row. This is nothing but table row. Table row, because this is not a header row, right? This is a table row. Because this is not a header row. This is a table row. Table row. Okay. How many rows are there here? 3 rows are there. Table row. And how many rows are there here? 3 rows are there. Table row. And this one is what here? Table. This is a table. This is a table. Beginning of and end. Creating a table. Now, this represents what here? This represents what here? Table data. This is a TD. This is a table data. Table data. How you are representing table data? By using what? TD. This is a table. Creation of table and creation of table heading and creation of table rows and creation of table values. How you are representing that values? By using TD. This is what is exactly how you create a table. TH. So there is a TH. Okay, there is a TH here. TH. This tag represents. This tag represents table heading. This tag represents table heading. So just see this one, table and table heading, table rows and table columns. Actually you can say table data is for representing what? Columns. Table data is used for representing which one? Columns. For example, just here. So here we created table. We created what? Table. And after creating a table, I am representing table heading. Table heading. TH. And this is a TH. 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 Then table data. What is this now? Employee number. So that is to differentiate. Why they introduced TH? Because to differentiate the table row data as well as what? Heading. Heading and row, to differentiate that, you are using which one? Table heading. Table heading, right? Table heading. Suppose if I'm writing here table row, I'm saying table row, and this is also table row. TD, employee number. This is what here? Employee name. Okay, this is what here? Salary. Okay, table data is a salary, right? Just try to see this one. How many rows are created here? Only one row. How many rows are created here? Only one row. So table test here. So once I open this, now employee number, employee name and what? Salary. But where is a table? Is it table is shown or not shown? Not shown. Because are you define the what? What should I define? What should I define here? Is it border is there or not there? Not there. Or you define the border width or something? No, not defined. You have just created table. Table is created. No problem. Table is what? Created. But is it table is shown or not shown? Not shown. Because you have to define some properties. Now I change this TR to what? TH. I change this TR to what here? TH. TH stands for what now? Table header. TH stands for table header. Now you can you find any difference? No, there is no difference. Why? Because that is to differentiate only rows and heading. To differentiate the heading and normal rows, you are trying to use which one? Table header. Then after that, you are trying to represent table row. Now this is to represent each row data, table row, and within this there is a table data. Now employee number is 101. Table data, employee name is Naresh. Okay, table data, employee salary is some 50,000. This is a table data. Can you see that? So reload the page. Now can you see the employee number, name, and what is that? Salary. Employee number, name, and salary. What the problem is? We can take this as Now you can see employee number, employee name, and salary. Actually, this TH represent values within the table row. Columns actually. Columns. Table heading represents what here? Columns. Actually, this TD. I've done the mistake, right? You can see this is in bold or not? Yes. Now each heading you can display by using TH. Okay, there is a row. This is which row here? Heading row. This is a row, but this is called as which row here? Heading row. And this is a row, and this row contain what here? Data. This is a row, this row contain what here? Data, right? Table row. Again, I'm trying to create another row. Table row and table data 102. Then I close table data and the name of the employee. Table data and then what is that? Salary of the employee, and I close what? Table row. Can you see here? This is 101 and this is what? 102. Is it this is one table or not? Yes. Then how can I define? I want the table. I want the table border should be defined, right? Table border should be defined or not? Yes. Table border should be defined or not? Yes. What is the tag? What is the attribute I have to use here? Can I use border? Can I use border and equal to some 2? I'm just writing border equal to 2. Can you see the border of this table or not? Yes. Border of the table. Now I'm saying border equal to 1. That will define the width of the border of the table, right? But by default, if you don't define the border, is it border is shown or not shown? Not shown. Border is not shown. If you want the border to be displayed, you can use border. You can display the border and border equal to what? 3. Now, can you see the border of the table or not? Yes. Okay. Yes. This is how you are trying to create the table. Can I create a table inside a table? Can I create a table inside a table? Yes. I can create a table inside a table. Means where you create a table again. Yes. This up to this, is it clear, right? Is it this clear here? Table tag, tr tag, td tag, and what? Th tag. Th tag is for table headings. In table, in each column, you are defining the table headings by using what? Th, right? Yes. This is how you are trying to do it. So this is the output of it. See, we'll see this alignment of what do you call it as table. You want this table should be in the middle. You want this table should be in the middle, or you want the table should be in the left side. So I forgot definition list, right? Okay, we'll see that. Yes, I forgot definition list. Sorry. Yeah, I'll tell you that here only. So there is another list, right? So there is another list, and that list is what? There is another list which is called as a definition list. Sorry, I forgot this. What is it? Another list you have is a definition list. So there is an ordered list, there is unordered list, and there is what? Definition list. So definition list consists of what? Generally, if you want to write a definition, okay, definitions you will write, right? At the end of the book, what is this? If you see some books, right? At the end of the books, you find some words and their definitions. There are some words and their definitions. For example, at the end of the Python book, there is a word. What is the word here? List. And definition here. What is the definition is? Like list is a sequence. List is a sequence data type. Okay, list is a sequence data type. And there is another one which is having some dictionary. Dictionary is so this is the definitions. Dictionary is what? Mapping collection. Dictionary is a mapping collection. This kind of list you call it as which one here? Definition list. This is called as which list here? Definition list. Definition list. This is called as definition list. This is called as definition list. So how can you, to work with the definition list, To work with the definition list, yeah, to work with definition list, to work with definition list, okay, we use the following, tags. To work with the definition list, use the following tags. What are the tags you'll try to use it? The first one is definition list. Definition list. DL. Okay, DL is what here? Definition list. Definition list. Okay, like OL is for which list? Ordered list. And UL is for which list? Unordered list. And DL is for which list? Definition list. Data definition, something you call it as DD. Definition, definition, and there is a DT. I think these are the tags. Three tags are used. Three tags are used. There is a three tags are used. There is a three tags are used. Three tags are used. One is a DL and one more is a DD and one more is what? DL, DD and one more is a DT. DL, DD. Okay, DL, DD and one more is what here? DT. What is this? DL represents here definition list. Now what is this DL represents here is definition list. This represent definition list. Definition list. Okay, how you are writing it? Yes. So I'm writing here HTML header and the title is example of definition list. Example of definition list, and I try to close which one? Header. Example of a definition list. Example of definition list. I close the head. And see here, one small announcement here. So there is a requirement of, I announced the 9 o'clock also, but there is a requirement of, Nareshit is required some Python developers. Python developers. Nareshit people required Python developers. Those who are completed core and advanced Python. Okay. Required Python developers for lab and for development. Development means this is content development. This is content development where you have to develop what do you call it as test assessments. Okay, MCQs. Okay, what do you call it as technical some logical programs and developing like tutorials, like the content developer. I can say rather than development, like I can say this job is like content developer. Okay, content developer, and one person is related with the lab. Okay, so freshers, only freshers or any experience also if I have, no problem. No gap, nothing. If you have a gap also, no problem. If you have a gap also, no problem. Okay, anyone can apply. Those who have completed Python. Okay, or even though you completed even some part of Python, like some 80% or 90% of Python, even you can apply it. Okay, yes. Content developer, qualification is any degree. Degree should be there, at least. Okay, degree should be there at least. Okay, degree should be there at least, right? And then next is, if you are interested, you can send resume to my mail ID. Okay, you just send a resume to my mail ID. So this is my mail ID. Okay, you send your resume to mail ID. You have to work. It's not online. It's not online. You have to attend. You have to come to the office. You have to come to the office. Okay, now you have to come to the office. It is not online. It is not online. You have to come to the office. If you are interested, you can. Okay, and they said that they give you they give some best salary, right? Okay, at fresher level, they give you best salary, and they'll try to give form 16 and everything, right? So that will be helpful. Okay, so if you are interested, then you just send it. Interview will be there online. Okay, there will be one test first. Once you qualify that test, then there will be face to face round, and after that HR round, and then that's all. No more rounds. Okay, so first technical round will be there, because how much knowledge you have, that is important, right? Okay, how much knowledge you have, that is very important. So that's the reason so first round is a technical only. Okay, it's online. The test will be online. Online test will be there, and after that directly, I think HR round. They said that after technical, directly they said HR round. Okay, so where you can join directly. Now this is not only Python. You are good in Java. Okay, Java, C, data structures, C and data structures. Okay, and Python. So there is a recruitment for three subjects: Java, C, and DS and Python. Okay, interview is online. So now this is a better opportunity, right? You can work. Suppose rather than having idle, okay, you can do something and you can learn subject. Okay, you can learn subject, because you are a content developer, right? Content developer means you go through so many theoretical concepts as well as what practical concepts, because your role is developing all tutorials, programs, MCQs, test assessments. Okay, it means you are preparing all this. For example, here we have 100% job guarantee program. For those people, you need to give every day some logical programs, okay, which will be asked in real time. Now your role is you have to prepare those kind of programs and everything. Programs, not only developing programs, you also provide the solutions. Not only develop the programs, you also provide what? Solutions. So I think this is one way where you can improve your subject. Okay, so if you are interested, then just send a mail, so that I'll just check it and then forward. I'll check and forward. If any gap is there, also no problem. If any gap is there, like 3 years, 4 years, no problem. Okay, now, right? Online students also. Online students. Yes, online students can also apply. But job is not online. Job is not online. Job is offline. You have to attend, because already pandemic is over, right? There's no corona now. Everything is open. Okay, everything is open, right? Everything is open. Now you have to attend. This is what they said. That's all I think. I think anything else? That's all. And if you have any your friends also, they can apply. So don't think that it should belongs to only Naresh IT, right? Okay, if you have your friends and if you are those who are interested in working with this, okay, you can tell them. Okay, your friends. Okay, if you have any friends, those who already completed all these subjects, right? You can ask them. Okay, right. Okay, come back to this definition list. Or see, this can be called as a definition list, or the same thing you can call it as what, description list. So yesterday only they asked me, like, announce in the classes, but yesterday I have not announced it. Okay, and today they send again message saying that announce in the class because it is very urgent requirement. There is urgent requirement. Okay, PF, EPF. It's not a government job, yeah. No, I don't think so. But they put your salary in the bank. That I can tell you. You'll be, yes. PF, EPF will not be there. I don't know about that, but you have to ask HR. Okay, after qualifying, you have to ask HR. I don't know that, like, PF, EPF is given or not given. Python core up to packages. Okay. Google Classroom, you ask Srinivas. Okay, he'll give you. No, you should have advanced also. Advanced Python also required. Yeah, if you want, you send it. No problem, Ashwini. No problem. You should have advanced knowledge also. Advanced Python also you required. That's the reason I said 90%. 80-90% means 80-90% of Python completed, you can apply it. So anyway, now this is a definition list. Definition list or same thing. You can call it as which one? Description list. It is called as a definition list, or the same thing you can call it as description. Description also you call it as sometimes. So definition list, definition text. First definition text. Okay, C. What is the definition text here? C. Okay, definition text. C definition. And then what is the definition of text? What is the definition of C? I represent that by using DD. So this is nothing but text, and this is what value. C is, I'm writing, C is some high level. C is high level language. C is high level language, and I close it. This is a definition text. Okay, and then this is definition text. See, this is a definition text, and this is a definition value. Value. See, definition text and definition value. Just try to see this one. This is called as a definition list. Forgot body. So this is again list test, some 4 dot HTML. So I try to open this. Now you can see C, and C is what here? High level language. C and C is which language? High level language. Now this is a definition text and this is a definition value. This is a definition text and this is a definition value. You can write it. Definition text again. Definition text. What is the definition text here? Python. Definition text is a Python, and definition value. Python is a general purpose programming language, right? Python is general purpose programming language. Okay, now this is one more definition text. Now Python is general purpose programming language. So this is called as which one? Definition list or description list. This is clear, right? Yes. Is it clear, this one? Right. So these are three different types of lists. These are three different types of lists. Google Classroom is already created, Sachin. Google Classroom is already created and you can take that Google Classroom ID from Srinivas. Mr. Srinivas. Google Classroom is already created. Now today onwards, I'll upload the notes in Google Classroom only. Okay, today onwards, I'll upload the notes in the Google Classroom only. Okay, so try to take the link from Srinivas sir. Try to take the link from Srinivas. Okay. Yes, please. Yesterday I forgot. See, the problem is, yes, I should not tell that, but today I'll try to upload this complete folder. All this, whatever we start from beginning, and along with the content also. Okay. And yesterday already copied all the videos, right? Videos are given up to 7 classes. Till yesterday, 7 videos are given. If possible, I'll ask today again. If possible, I'll try to. Yes. There are so many books for HTML. All HTML books are good books only. Because HTML is nothing. Okay. All HTML books are good books only. You cannot say that this HTML book is good or this HTML book is bad. The best one is Headfirst HTML. Headfirst. You can learn that Headfirst HTML, or you can say HTML Black Book. Also, you can refer it. If possible, I'll upload that. Headfirst HTML book I'll upload in the classroom. Okay, but by evening I'll upload it. By evening I'll upload it. Okay. Yes. Because I have the continuous classes, I forgot to upload because this books and everything will not be there in this system. It is my personal system. So because of continuous classes, unable to upload. Okay. But maybe today, definitely I'll try to upload it. Okay. So anyway, we'll talk about these tables. Tables are not over. There are a lot of tags or attributes are there in the tables, but we'll discuss in detail on these tables. Tables, and after tables, we'll talk about links. And after links, we'll go for layouts, images, everything. And after that, we'll go for CSS. Okay. So we'll complete this HTML, CSS and all these topics as early as possible, because I said, our concentration is not the Django and REST API, right? So maybe tomorrow we'll install this VS Code. Okay. Because first I'll download it. I'll keep it ready. VS Code download. so that we can avoid the wasting of time, right? So thank you. We'll see tomorrow, right? Thank you. Tell me one question apart from Django. Microsoft has own programming language .NET, but why Microsoft Windows operating system is made using C and C++ languages? Yes, because actually C++ are called which languages? Embedded languages. These are embedded languages. C is an embedded language and C++ is also what? Embedded language. What do you mean by embedded language? A language which communicate with what? Hardware. Okay, that you call it as which one? Embedded. So Microsoft Windows is developed by using C and Microsoft C++. Visual C++, Microsoft Visual C++. This complete Windows, like you have a Microsoft Word is there, no? It is a GUI. C++ cannot be used for developing Windows-based applications. For that, Microsoft is having his own platform called Microsoft, what is that, Visual C++. With the help of that, all these are developed. Suppose Notepad is there. Notepad is written in which language? Microsoft Visual C++. Okay, so they have a Windows SDK. They have a Windows SDK. With the help of that, they develop all these tools, which works on what? Microsoft Windows. Like calculator is there, paintbrush is there, MS Office is there. MS Office contain MS Word, Excel, PowerPoint. All these are written in which language? Visual C++. Visual C++. Okay, right. Yeah, understood, Pritam. Okay, yes. Thank you. We'll see tomorrow.